The ice roads on ice road truckers always look dangerous on TV. But what if I told you the most shocking moments happened after the cameras stopped rolling? In 2025, some cast members are no longer with us. Others have found themselves in courtrooms, under legal scrutiny, or living with the emotional scars of incidents that took lives. And a few are still out there battling the same brutal conditions that made them famous, only now carrying deeper wounds, heavier losses, and stories they rarely speak about. So stick around, because these are the moments that shocked fans, shook communities, and revealed the darkest side of the ice roads. And trust me, number 4 will make you see the show in a completely different way. If you loved Ice Road Truckers, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because this is the side of the story they never aired. Darrell Ward had a presence that made you stop and pay attention. Born in Montana on August 13, 1964, he literally grew up inside the trucking world, with his family running harvest trucks and navigating conditions most drivers would never attempt. By the time he joined Ice Road Truckers in Season 6, fans instantly connected with his combination of skill, personality, grit, and that signature backwards cap, signaling he welcomed any challenge. On screen, Darrell was fearless. He barreled through storms, jumped into rescue missions, and kept rookies calm when ice cracked beneath their tires. Off screen, he helped his community fight wildfires and lived by the motto, any road, any load. Yet the man who survived some of the planet's most dangerous highways never expected danger from above. On August 28, 2016, Darrell and his co-pilot, Mark Millotz, were flying back from the Great American Trucking Show when their plane veered sharply, clipped trees, and crashed near Rock Creek, killing both instantly. Investigators never determined an exact cause. In 2025, Darrell Ward is remembered as the heart of Ice Road Truckers. Every rerun carrying the weight of a life lived and lost on the road. Next, Art Burke brought raw energy to the ice roads when he appeared in Season 7. Loud, funny, tough, and unpredictable, he made the frozen highways seem like a playground, handling trucks with skill and humor in conditions that would freeze most people solid. But after the cameras stopped rolling, his life took a turn no one saw coming. Art experimented with making cannabis concentrates using highly flammable butane. Ignoring the dangers, he continued until a spark ignited an explosion that destroyed his home. Neighbors heard the blast blocks away. Art suffered second-degree burns over 40% of his body and spent nearly 2 weeks in the hospital. In 2020, he pled guilty to arson by negligence, receiving house arrest, fines, and the financial burden of selling his truck to pay restitution. By 2025, Art continues trucking and posting videos, but the spark in his eyes is different. He's not in prison, yet he has worn the label of a convicted offender, a stark reminder that sometimes curiosity and risk collide with devastating consequences. Moving on to Hugh Rowland, better known as the Polar Bear, one of the original titans of the show. Gravelly voiced and no-nonsense, he commanded attention with his ability to navigate storms, chew out rookies, and solve problems in the middle of nowhere. Millions of fans watched him dominate the ice roads, yet his greatest challenge occurred far from frozen lakes. In 2014, Hugh was a passenger in an SUV driven by a show producer when the vehicle veered off a dirt road and rolled, leaving him with severe spinal injuries and a shattered heel. Recovery took 2 years, and he was never the same again. He filed a lawsuit claiming reckless driving, and the legal battle, combined with his injuries, effectively ended his time on the show. By 2025, Hugh runs a construction company, appears at truck shows, and signs autographs while walking with a cane. There is no jail time in his story, but the accident became its own lifelong sentence. On the other side, not all cast members face disaster, and Mark Kohakewicz represents the strategic mind behind the ice roads. The owner of Polar Industries, he first appeared in Season 5 and became a major presence by Season 7. Calm, analytical, and always a step ahead, Mark ensured his drivers survived conditions most would never attempt. Years before the show, he and a friend took ice fishing trips farther north each season, spotting freight trucks and realizing there was business to be done. Then there's Todd Dewey, who joined the show in Season 7 and quickly earned a reputation as one of the most dependable drivers on the ice. Quiet, focused, and precise, Todd let his work speak for itself. In January 2019, while hauling logs in Washington, a sedan crossed into his lane, colliding head-on with his truck and killing both occupants. Todd survived physically, but was profoundly affected. Investigators cleared him, attributing the accident to black ice and the other driver's speed, but the emotional impact remained. He stepped back from long-haul trucking, avoided night driving, and focused on local routes, carrying the weight of the crash daily. By 2025, Todd is preparing to return to the ice, reuniting with Lisa Kelly and others for a new season, driven by his passion, sense of identity, and unbreakable connection to the roads that define him. Lisa Kelly became the unmistakable face of ice road truckers when she joined in Season 3, immediately breaking stereotypes by hauling massive loads in Alaska's deadliest conditions. She never appeared as a token. Her goal was to prove she could outwork and outdrive nearly anyone. She consistently pushed through brutal storms, icy climbs, and relentless pressure from doubters. After the death of Darrell Ward, her business partner and close friend, Lisa carried part of his legacy forward while managing her own grief. In 2025, she continues trucking full-time, piloting a Freightliner Coronado, earning respect for her grit and determination without scandal or arrests, embodying professionalism, resilience, and enduring toughness. Finally, Alex Debogorski was more than just a driver. He was the heart and soul of Ice Road Truckers, the only man to appear in all 11 seasons, and a living symbol of resilience on the ice. Long before the cameras rolled, Alex faced life-threatening challenges that honed the instincts which would define his career. He survived bar fights, robberies, and near-fatal coal mine accidents, experiences that taught him to anticipate danger and stay calm under pressure. On the frozen highways of Alaska and Canada, this almost supernatural awareness set him apart, allowing him to detect hidden ice cracks, treacherous conditions, and approaching storms before anyone else noticed. Throughout the show, Alex endured countless near-death moments, being trapped for hours in snow-buried trucks, battling frostbite, and navigating blizzards that would have stopped most drivers. His composure and determination turned these trials into legendary stories that fans still remember. Off-screen, he became an educator, storyteller, and host, sharing his knowledge and experiences with new generations of drivers and enthusiasts. In 2025, Alex remains a central figure in ice road culture, not defined by scandal or legal trouble, but by survival, wisdom, and an enduring legacy that continues to inspire everyone who dares to take on the ice. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a deep dive into the real stories behind your favorite shows. Which Ice Road Truckers cast member's story shocked you the most? Darrell's tragic crash, Art's arson, or Todd's near-fatal accident? Let us know in the comments below.